move on to the Moyglare Stud Stakes. It is regularly the best 2-year-old fillies race in Europe. Why do you bet on this one, Shane?
Just wonderful. 3-1 favourite, 4-1 main edition. Skitter Scatter in at 4-1, 7-1 then Zagatova, 7-1 Lady Kaya, 8-1 Beyond Reason. It's 16-1 bar than the rest.
Jiggy, we had incredibly high hopes of the debutante stakes. Traditionally, the sort of prep for this one, Skitter Scatter was in there and 4-1, but it was kind of a heartbreaking story that day, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, it was great for a small yard to have a big winner, but I was all set. I mean, the debutantes arrived for the season. The Queen was going to have a look at them and say, "Oh, what a fine crop of debutantes we've got here." But the whole race was a shambles. I don't understand. The second comes out then and finishes last 6 days later. I'm writing that race off.
Okay.
And so I can back Hermosa again.
Okay.
I'm going to say Hermosa cannot have run a race. Or it's possible that my eyes deceive me, which does happen. So Hermosa is
20-1.
20-1.
Okay.
If you write,
if you were in Galway and I told you the day she'd won that maiden, I'll give you 20-1 there and then for the Moyglare. Like, you would have snapped my hand up.
She was actually 14s, like early prices the last day as well. She was very, like, I know she was back, but she wasn't at all regarded by the market.
no, that is true. Although they came for her ultimately, but yeah, I'm still a Hermosa believer.
Okay, Johnny, what about you?
There's a danger we're just consistently writing off Skitter Scatter
Very
because
true.
she's trained by Patrick Prendergast, who's not Aidan O'Brien or whatever.
Bye, Scott Daddy.
By Scat Daddy, which would be a little bit of a proviso regarding the ground here, because I'm not sure if it is yielding softish at the Curragh, which it might be.
What price do you think he'd be if he was trained by Aidan O'Brien? 4-1 currently.
She'd definitely be
Should we say
twos, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, she's won the debutante and then she's going to the Moyglare trained by Aidan O'Brien, so she'll be roundabout.
Yeah,
64, you'd imagine.
Aidan's Dan Silly filly here, whose name escapes me.
Just wonderful.
Just wonderful. It's kind of a default selection. I really did like her performance the last day, the way she quickened. The race was over in a matter of seconds, and probably is the pick of them here.
Fleeting.
Zagatova and
I was going to say
Hermosa.
Fleeting came out and won impressively yesterday.
Yeah,
Doncaster,
absolutely.
so
And a good performance as
yeah,
well.
very
by
good
Fleeting.
performance.
And I thought she's beautifully bred filly. She's bred for a bit further, but you know they thought a lot for Senator Royal Ascot so early on. And Hermosa, I mean, what'll happen here is I'll back Just Wonderful, and Hermosa will do me on the line because I thought the last issue was a massive price, but I'm going with Aidan's apparent mainstream here. An intriguing renewal, but not one to get too buzzy about.